What is up, guys? So starting this week, prep with 495 for four singles. Filmed all of them instead of just the first and the last. They got better as they went on. I probably need to warm up a little better given that, but anytime your last rep moves better than your first, that's usually a good thing. So not too upset about that. Squatted 545. It was relatively easy, all things considered. So definitely starting to come back around. There was no aggravation in my knee. That's the main thing right now. I feel like I could have doubled it or added some weight either way. But, just taking what's there, and as long as I'm improving, going with it for now. 355 close grip for 4 sets of 2, first and last set shown. And then we did some deadlift singles. 535 I did for a few singles. I was trying to find stance and grip. Honestly, the first one I felt like my stance was the most powerful off the floor, but it really fucked with my grip. As you see, my knees hit my arms there. So I was trying to find a good grip first, and then I moved on to 585, which you see here, after I found a sufficient grip. Static hold, it moved easy. I did one more, filmed it from the side. Working on positioning, starting position. You can see that one, I kicked it out a little bit in the beginning. You get to see my face. But yeah, I kicked it out a little bit in the beginning. So I've been working on that, struggling. Positioning on deadlifts have always been, my biggest hurdle in regards to deadlifts. You throw in not doing deadlifts for about a year, and it, turns your biggest hurdle into a bigger hurdle. The weight's feeling good. I'm trying to, my shoulder mobility, being out of practice of deadlift, it's hard for me to get my shoulder rotated around on my underhand side. So I've been having a little bit of issues there. Of course, the whole fat guy in a belt, doing the fat guy roll with the deadlifts, being out of practice on that, my timing's off. I'm really trying to get to a point where I can get myself down into position with air without having to do that fat guy roll. So I've only got one more deadlift session. Look at the calendar here, where I can maybe go heavy-ish. So, just trying to eke out all the technical gains I can get right now. I'm not going to get any stronger in the next couple weeks. I've deadlifted 705 before with straps, 700 in a meet. I've squatted 650 without wraps, 775 with wraps in a meet. So I'm not gonna. I've been to places where I'm retreading through now. In the short term, just getting the technique back, hoping the muscle memory comes back around, is just going to yield me the most chances for a bigger total in the near future. And I want that baseline to be as high as possible. I don't want to go sandbag it, and then later this year out total that sandbag total by 250 pounds just because I sandbagged it. I want to get as much as I can at this meet and then build on that. But it feels good to be training relatively healthy. Still wary of my knee, and not overdoing it. So I'm not training with near the volume I would probably normally like to train with. And that might be something going forward, that I keep that reduced volume, so as to, just kind of play it safe on that knee, as it's even at 100%, it's not a 100% human knee. So, but yeah, that's what's going on with this week's meet prep. Peace.